Hi everyone, it's Miss Tofteroo. This week we are going back to space to learn about our moon phases. There are 8 different phases of the moon. New moon, waxing crescent, quarter moon, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, quarter moon, waning crescent. The portion of the moon that we can see from the Earth on any given night is called the moon phase. As the moon orbits around the Earth, sunlight is reflected off the moon's surface, and that light reaches us on Earth. The phase of the moon depends on where the moon is in its orbit. It takes about a month for the moon to make a full orbit around the Earth. The moon does not produce any light of its own. The light we see coming from the moon is actually light reflected from the sun, kind of like a mirror. Even though the moon and the sun appear to be the same size from Earth, the sun is actually 400 times bigger than the moon. They look the same size due to an optical illusion. Objects that are closer to you appear larger. Try this experiment. Hold a quarter in your hand at arm's length away, and have another person hold a dinner plate on the other side of the room. Have the other person move closer or further until the plate is the same size as the quarter. As the moon orbits the Earth, we can see a different amount of the moon is lit by the sun from our perspective on Earth. Sometimes the moon is completely lit, and other times completely dark. The illuminated shape of the moon that is visible from Earth is called a phase. When you cannot see the moon at all, this phase is called the new moon. Several days after a new moon, we see the moon as a thin silver of light called the waxing crescent moon. This phase is a crescent shape, and it looks something like a banana, with its curved edge to the right. A waxing crescent means that in the next days following, you will see more and more of the sunlit portion of the moon. The next phase is called the first quarter, because by this time the moon has made 1/4 or 1/4 of its trip around the Earth. It can be a bit confusing, because we see the right-hand side of the moon lit up and the left-hand side in shadow, half and half. The next phase is called the waxing gibbous. During this phase, the sunlight on the moon's face has gotten larger and is spreading over to the left side. We are still in the waxing stage here, which means the amount of sunlight we see reflected night after night is increasing. When the moon is positioned directly opposite to its position at the new moon, then we can see a bright, round, full, shiny moon. This occurs when, instead of being between the Earth and the sun, it is on the Earth's opposite side. Now that we've reached the full moon, there is only one place to go, and that's the beginning of the decreasing phase, the waning gibbous moon. As it starts to decrease, sunlight disappears from the right edge of the moon and keeps moving left. At this point, the last 1/4 of the moon's complete cycle around the Earth is called last quarter moon. The sunlight covers over the left side of the moon's face, and the right-hand side is in darkness. The waning crescent moon once again looks banana-shaped, with its curved edge facing the left this time. The sunlight decreases with every passing day until the dark moon occurs, and we can't see the moon in the sky for a few days. Now that we are back to the new moon, the cycle repeats again every month. I have given you a lot of information, So I found a fun song to help us remember the 8 moon phases we just learned. It goes pretty fast, so feel free to replay the video as many times as you want and sing along. I hope you enjoyed my song. I have left some examples of ways for you to make your own displays of the 8 moon phases. Take a look at this one. This one was made out of Oreos. I love displays made out of food, so use your own creativity. This person made a banner. Pretty cool. This one was made out of styrofoam balls. Looks like they used a piece of fruit for the sun. How cool is that? Another very creative display just used with paper. This one is amazing. They use golf balls and tees and put it over themselves. Very cool. Great use of a hula hoop. I love this one too. So I'm not sure the kids know what these are, but they are CDs. If any of your parents have any old CDs you want to get rid of, we can use them for our display. Make sure to have fun no matter what you decide to use to make your model of moon phases. I look forward to seeing your creative submissions to my email. See you next week.